Yeah, hi. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night AEW Dynamite review. Tonight was Tony Khan making a big announcement there, and it kicked off the show, and boy, was it not even a big announcement. It may be a big announcement to some indie fans, or just basically smarks, because they think this is like the best thing to happen. Like, oh, thank you, Tony for bringing wrestling back, or making, keeping wrestling alive. I just want to give you a no homo kiss, because they're legit fucking gay ass fans saying that shit, and this is literally ain't no big announcement. It's a fucking joke of announcement. Seriously. Like, wow, what a joke. We're supposed to believe this is a big announcement, but if it's anything, it's just fucking for smarks, to jizz off all of it, think that this is AEW such a great company or whatever. I don't know what to tell you. And just Tony Khan spending more of his fucking father's money. Grab your Coca-Colas, drinking my niece, spy me some bitches, go, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit, cheers. Something guys like Tony Khan will not be able to do. Because he's a fucking... God, the guy is such a nerd. You could look at him, and plus him just talking. What a This guy does not belong on television. This guy sucks at talking. No wonder he's not like some on-screen character. Because for God's sake, he wishes he was. He wishes he would probably, pull up McMahon and make himself the world fucking champion. But for God's sake, this guy just... Because he sucks. And at least there'll be people out there saying that this guy is terrible. You can't cut a fucking promo. Yeah, this guy, literally, the guy was trying to like, I am an owner of AEW, and I'm happy to say that we made history. Thank you for supporting the company. This guy can't talk. Like, seriously. I don't know what to tell you, but this guy is not only the biggest nerd possible. This guy, oh god, I could beat the shit out of this guy. What a joke. And you guys hate on McMahon. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I get it. McMahon is not as good as he used to. But at least McMahon has more of a brain, He's not dumb enough to buy if anything, let's be honest here. If WWE was to buy TNA, it would not make much of a difference. It's not a big fucking announcement, especially nowadays. It would maybe back in, like, let's say 2010s or whatever. But, like, who really gives a shit if WWE buys TNA? It's kind of that bullshit. That's what with AEW, what they did with the big announcement, okay? If anything, fucking I don't know, this was the same level as of TNA and GFW combining together. Okay? It's literally that kind of bullshit. You know how much a joke that was? It's literally that kind of bullshit. So Tony Khan's announcement is that, I am the new owner of ROH. And the fuck's like, yeah! Oh! ROH! Oh! Who cares? Who fucking cares? So that means basically, I don't know, they're working with TNA as well, because TNA has ROH people. I don't know what to tell you. I don't care. It's really just like, who gives a shit? ROH is basically it's the king of indie shit. Like, for fuck's sakes, the fact that there's people pretend that ROH is so good, it's not, okay? It's really not. Apparently fucking the original owners of ROH are some fucking sex perverts or whatever. Apparently they're fucking, like, apparently all these fucking indie people, like fucking New Japan, ROH and shit like that, they're all owners of fucking weirdos. This is society. Another detriment to society is guys like fucking Tony Khan. But yeah, so he brought ROH We're supposedly this is some big announcement. Literally, I would say literally Keith Lee. Keith Lee joining AEW is more of a bigger deserving announcement than this. You know, and I'm not this big Keith Lee guy. You know, I mean, he could if you book him right, but not just that. Like, if the guy was actually more in shape, like, the guy is really just kind of, like, fat. Like, that's the fucking thing. You may think he's, like, athletic, but the thing is, he's still just fat. That's the problem. He's not, like, legit too athletic. But the thing is, like, heck, announcing Jeff Hardy coming to AEW is a more impactful announcement than fucking ROH. Who gives a shit that ROH is brought by Tony Khan? It's just him spending more of his father's money for no reason. And we're supposed to believe that Tony Khan's a savior of wrestling. You know, Tony Khan, what a hero. Even though what is he gonna do? What, all these wrestlers, like, they're just gonna fucking take more of his money and they're just not gonna be really used? Who fucking cares? That's basically what it is. It's just him it's him playing with his real life wrestlers, with his real life action figures. That's what it is. So yeah, they're back at Daly's place, like, cause they always go there, like, fucking whenever they can't sell out an arena and just, I don't know, they know, like, oh, Shane is not here, it's me! Yeah, he has to fucking, Shane's not here, it's me, and Shane didn't buy, I bought it! I'm more, and then you're gonna get people saying, this is more impactful than Vince McMahon buying WCW. Yeah, a company that actually managed to beat McMahon, you know, many times. And actually was more of a competition than AEW could ever dream of. Same shit with TNA. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, we're gonna get back to the wrestling. Oh, shut up. So yeah, this guy, fucking 20 content talk. He sounds like a nervous terrible talker, straight up. And we got some stupid ROH bullshit that, like, you know, 17 years ago was the main event of the first show. I was there. Or I'm a fan of ROH. Like, shut up. You're a fucking nerd. God damn it. No wonder you can't. You're fucking a dweeb. And so are these fucking fans. These fucking AEW fans. The first main event of ROH was Bryan Danielson and Christopher Daniels. Tonight we're gonna do it again. Yeah, so we're gonna have to pretend to give a shit about a match that no one knows about the fucking. Yeah, so again, listen. ROH wasn't like this big show on TV. Apparently, it was only on some fucking networks, but it was barely viewed. Okay, I remember it was like on Destination America, but it was like barely viewed. Okay, it was like viewed less than fucking teenage ratings. No one fucking cares about ROH. I'm sorry, no one has ever fucking cared. I pretended to because apparently it was the cool thing to do back when I was doing, like, in my other channel, but it was like I only did like one time a review. But it was like wasn't that good. I think the only thing I remember that I liked from that show was like Moose, and now he's in TNA, and that's like the only guy that's like legit. But again, ROH is literally just the king of indie shit. And guess what's now the next king of indie shit? AEW. Because it's literally the fucking big promotion that showcased that shit. And that's why ROH died. Because fucking AEW killed the fucking fan base. Because they fucking literally, because what's the point to watch ROH when you could see that kind of shit on kind of sort of primetime television like AEW? That's what it is. And look what's going on though. They're getting low ratings. You know? But the only reason why I'm still around because fucking Tony Khan's money and apparently, you know, it's just from some stupid gay advertisers. But in reality, it's not even making good ratings, so yeah. So yeah. It's not really that big of an announcement, just the marks. But guys! We're gonna get Daniels versus Danielson! Oh, wow! Who gives a shit? Who cares? Then we literally, this was probably the most boring shit I saw tonight. And I almost was gonna fall asleep with this shit. No wonder ROH never went mainstream, okay? And for you fans that pretend that ROH is some great show, it's not. It really isn't. So we got the whole Code of Honor handshake with Daniels and Danielson. And it was the most boring fucking match I've probably seen. I don't hate Christopher Daniels. He was not bad in TNA, but he's not no main eventer. Okay? He's really not. No wonder this match did not main event the show if they really wanted to prove, like, oh, this whole fucking... Like, what they're going to do with ROH anyways? Like, ROH is basically dead. They just basically... Like, what's the... They're not going to make a new show. Like, there's no point of announcing. You could just have announced it on fucking the website and it'll be more justified than announcing on television. Because no one really fucking cares shit about ROH besides your indie fans. Okay? So, yeah, this match. I don't understand how people could pretend to say this match was good unless you're a fuck. This match, and no wonder. First of all, pure technical wrestling is fucking garbage. No one fucking gives a shit about pure technical wrestling unless you're a fucking gay fucking smarky fan, or you're probably just legit gay. You like gay wrestles. Literally, technical wrestling is boring, and this is coming from a guy who does amateur wrestling, because that's really what it is. Okay. No one fucking gives a shit about... So, people are going to pretend to care about fake wrestling on AEW, but you guys won't give a shit to watch Olympic-style wrestling, which is literally the same shit? I don't get you people. Like, you probably know that amateur wrestling is boring, but you rather see this gay shit? Because that's what it was. It was boring fucking technical bullshit. It was just them doing gay wrestles. The only reason why people gave a fuck about certain technical wrestlers like Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero, heck, even fucking Chris Benoit, all these fucking, because guess what? At least they had character. All these guys, Bryan Danielson does not have character. Okay? Daniel Bryan does not have a fucking character. Christopher Daniels, what is his character? No, nothing. All these guys in ROH have no character. Oh, but they're pure wrestlers. They're pure technical wrestling. Who gives a shit about this work rate shit? Them just rolling around each other, doing gay-looking wrestles? How is that cool? You want to see Brock Lesnar doing a fucking, like... It's only good when a hot chick fucking has her legs around a fucking female's wrestler, not fucking dudes! Oh, but that's work rate. Work rate! Oh, that's beautiful! Wrestling is beautiful! Like, shut up! That's gay! No wonder people think wrestling is gay! For fuck's sakes. Because of this shit. Wrestling used to be badass. Like, fuck. But yeah, Bryan Danielson won in some, like, not his submission. Apparently his thing is that he wins every match with a different submission. How does that make sense? What's the point of fucking... Oh, but he's not going with the tropes, guys. He's too good for wrestling tropes. Shut up. You know what? You want to know a fucking trope? How about you fucking... Oh, fuck. I just... Literally, what will be a big trope is fucking you just... I don't know, you should follow a trope calling going to Japan and, I don't know, go to some suicide forest. Just all I have to say. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It's not good. But then Bryan says, oh, back in ROH, we start the match with a handshake and end the match with a handshake. And he shake his fucking hand. It's so gay. But we're not in ROH. I'm going to kick your head in. Then just do that. Ah, fuck. I don't know. But again, like, isn't this guy supposed to have a face? Like, I don't get it. Like, he was a team with Bryan, but then he wants to, like, he helped Bryan last week. Now they're gonna have a match, and he's a heel. What? I don't get this shit. I don't get it. What is the story? There's no story. That's what it is. There's no story. Oh, I'm gonna kick Moxley's head in. Like, I thought you want to be his teammate. What sense does this make? Okay? What sense does it make? It makes no sense. Exactly. It makes absolutely no sense. Wrestling, that makes no sense at all. Then fucking, I think Jon Moxley came out and then he cut some stupid promo. Like, I don't even know what he said, okay? I just think it's just some bullshit like, I'm crazy, Revolution. Yeah, I forgot that there's going to be a pay-per-view this Sunday. Great, a pay-per-view. And I don't give a fuck. You know, just coming, you know, I'm gonna kick your, I'm gonna make you bleed. You're gonna bleed next to me or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna cry. It's like, I don't even know what he said. I don't care. It's just fucking like, wow, you're just saying bullshit. I don't give a shit about this feud. This makes no sense. He wants to team up with him. Then he has to fight him to bleed. It makes no fucking sense at all. Okay? Where are the legit stories here? Come on. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I just think that this is not how wrestling's supposed to fucking be. Okay? Darius Martin returns from injuries back to teaming up with his brother Dante Martin. So I don't know. So basically, we had a tag team battle royal, but it was kind of like a Royal Rumble. You know, I don't even know what sense does this make. This was trying to be like, listen, I don't mind battle royals. Like, who doesn't love a battle royal? But like, fuck. It's like bunch of jobbers. That's the fucking thing. Bunch of jobber tag teams no one gives a flying fuck about. You know? And it's like, yeah, seriously, who the fuck cares? I didn't. It was just a bunch of jobbers. Seriously. I had no investment in this fucking shit. I just didn't care. And it was like, oh, yeah, so basically like a Royal Rumble kind of deal. It's like, who cares? You know? The only thing I think that was interesting was the fucking Acclaimed. That's all I cared. And then they mentioned Kane's tweet. And at least I'll give this to the Acclaimed, like it or not. They're actually like entertaining somewhat. They actually fucking are funny. And you know what? And you know what the sad part is? One of the guys is actually gay. But you know what? He's like less gay than all these fucking wrestlers who are supposedly not gay. And I refuse to believe that they're not gay. Like, what? How does that work? Where they're the gayest guys, the least as gay is in your fucking show. How is that a thing? I don't get it, man. I don't know, maybe because let's be honest, there's a lot of people who are in the closet in AEW or in wrestling in general because they all do gay shit. You got Ricochet fingering his own fucking ass. You got fucking 69 Me Don. Oh, you help me. Everything is gay, man, in wrestling. It's garbage. That's why people don't give a shit about wrestling. You got people want to take their legs on another man's wrestler, but apparently, that's technical work rate. Fuck off. The Young Bucks won this stupid tag team battle royal. No one fucking cares, and they fucking face off with Red Dragon and whatever the fuck they're called, because that's what they're calling them, and the Jurassic Express. And people think this is so cool. Oh, Bullet Club, or it's NXT versus AEW. Like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Seriously, y'all were complaining and saying that they were bored, but yet y'all like them. Y'all fucking are, like, no one cares. I don't care. That's the thing. Yeah, ROH is all elite. That's what it is. Yeah, stupid. Then we got Chris Jericho. I don't understand. So you have Chris Jericho, one of your only stars, and he's not doing anything. Like, fuck. I don't know. Jericho says if Eddie Kingston defeats him at Revolution, he will shake his hand and give him respect, but if Kingston loses, he will laugh in his face and tell him to get the fuck out. I don't know. I don't even know what he really said other than that. Like, he was basically giving props to Eddie Kingston. Like, don't you hate... Whatever happened to wrestlers hating each other? And not fucking, like, some bullshit indie shit. Legit hate each other. Like, to prove... I don't know. At least you got that with fucking... Here's what I would say that was the only good thing I liked. Okay? And you know what? I'm really surprised. Like, this was the actual thing that I actually like. And you know what? Thank you for actually giving me something to like. Because, God forbid, I enjoy something in AEW, right? And for you people to say I'm always negative, I'm actually going to give some props. So it's MJF and CM Punk. I actually like this. And you know what? This is sadly the only good thing, legit good thing that's going on in AEW. I have to agree with people. And you know what? I'm happy that, you know, I can see why people like this. And you know what? This is actually probably the legit only good thing that I think is going on. I will give it props to AEW. So it's CM Punk. He questions if MJF was sincere last week, you know. CM Punk, you know, he's like concerned because, you know, he like, oh, he was his old MJ was his old fan, and then like after all the shit he said last week, and wonder if this was fucking true. And then freaking Punk says since being in AEW, he has heard MJF disrespected Brian Pillman Jr., Darby Allin's uncle, and questions that if he's to blame to the person, if he's to blame for the person MJ has become that calls him to the ring. Punk's bringing up all the bad things he's done in wrestling, including pouring alcohol on the alcoholic, covering the Undertaker's in Paul Bear's ashes. Punk says that, and also basically mentioned also Jeff Hardy, his feud with Jeff Hardy, stuff like that. So it was cool to mention that. And Punk says right now, 11-year-old kid is looking up to MJF the same way MJF looked up to him and wants to make peace. Basically, MJF was like, you know, he gave like he was offered a handshake by Punk, but then he gave him a hug, and you know, that was like cool, right? And then he gave him a fucking low blow, and that's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. And honestly, it's great. Some people wanted MJ to turn face. I would just think that's kind of stupid and gay, cause like not gay, but like it's corny because MJF, you know, he's supposed to be a heel. Why would he not? Why would he say that? And all of a sudden you're gonna turn him face, you know, after all the shit he's done, right? Honestly, this is old school wrestling. If you notice, fucking back in the day, guys like Triple H, you know, faking a retirement, you know, after, and you know, being fake emotional, but then he fucking does like a low blow attack Austin by behind, like shit like that. That's wrestling. That's wrestling 101. And you know what? That's fucking what I'm talking about. So good job AEW with that kind of shit. You have won me with MJF. Like, I didn't give a shit much about MJF, but I don't believe why people like him. And you know what? This guy could be your future of AEW. So yes, thank you for giving me something I enjoyed. Thank you for actually making me kind of care about, like, Punk, in a way. Because this is actually legit good. This is something we've been all waiting for. Like, at least you're doing something instead of Punk facing a jobber. This is good. And then you got fucking MJF fucking calling for his team, the Pinnacle, right? That he got the fucking, diamond ring, and he got the fucking chain, you know. And he said he's gonna, you know, I'm the devil himself, right? You know, and yeah, he's gonna face the devil himself at Revolution. Good shit. And then fucking Sting, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara came out for some reason. I don't know, but I mean, I don't mind them seeing. I think that's, you know, because they're past affiliation, so I guess sure it makes sense. But like Sammy Guevara, whatever. But like, this was good. This was good. I will give it that's good. And you got some Punk bleeding. This is actually where blood makes sense, you know, with the chain and shit. You know, it buys into this shit. Honestly, this is good. This is good. My only problem is, like, you're trying to also do two feuds. This is my problem. Yeah, you're trying to fucking have the whole dissension between Warlord and CM Punk. I'm not CM Punk and MJF. Shouldn't this make sense when he's not feuding with somebody? When he's already feuding with somebody? Like, if you're gonna do this thing, right, where Warlord, like, because I'm guessing what they're trying to do is that sort of fucking similar Evolution storyline with Batista and Triple H. What you should do is wait until MJF becomes champion, maybe have a sort of kind of lengthy reign, and then maybe that's when you could have had fucking Warlow maybe win something, when they you know, whatever, and then eventually he'll fucking face MJF for the title, kind of like similar to WrestleMania 21. You know, that's how it should be. If anything, like Double or Nothing, you know, would be perfect. Like, you know, because again, with Double or Nothing, they do this whole Battle Royal type of deal. That would make sense if, like, whoever wins the Battle Royal would go on to face the World Champion act. That could be their stupid Royal Rumble. Even though it'll be ripping off the Royal Rumble, it's like, whatever. It kind of makes sense more. It's a bit different, I guess. Whatever. Like, with the whole casino, multi-scroopy wrestlers, whatever, and yeah, and then they'll face fucking the world champion at the fucking All Out pay, because that's basically their WrestleMania, right? That would make more fucking sense to me. Honestly, they should not be doing this whole dissension shit yet, you know? And like, really, I don't even know who's like, what about this whole Face-Off Revolution ladder match? Like, who faces who, right? If anything, it would, like, if you're doing the other way around, like, oh, MJF beats his Warlow, that makes no sense. Like, because Warlow, if anything, he should be like, I don't know, the champion maybe after MJF, like the stuff like that, you know, because MJF was there longer than him, I guess, or you're trying to make him something. You know, it would make more. If anything, again, it would make more sense to me to do MJF versus Hangman Page. Even though I don't mind seeing this shit. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they should have fucking. I don't know. If anything, I would have not mind having MJF winning the title in some Dynamite against Hangman Page. Who the fuck gives a shit by Hangman Page as champion? I'll be honest with you. The guy is a joke. Oh, but we're gonna miss out. Adam versus Adam at Revolution. Who gives a fuck? Fuck up. That's literally, yeah, tonight. Daniels versus Danielson and Adam versus Adam. That's what it was. That's the only thing to give a shit about these fucking dumb matches. And that's like what the fans talk about too. Whatever. Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez defeats Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. No one fucking cares. I hope this Thunder Rosa bitch doesn't win. 2 matches are announced for Revolution buy-in. Chris Danielson versus Layla Hirsch and Hook versus QT Marshall. Okay, I saw this promo with Chris Stanlander and Layla Hirsch. Terrible acting. Terrible video package. These people can't fucking cut a promo. Seriously, they can't talk for shit. You're gonna see a different side of me, and I hate you. You brought up me being adopted. Like, since when did people give a shit about her being adopted? What sense? What? What did I mean? Like, who the fuck cares, you know? Like, if you were to make that a thing, shouldn't people care? But no one cares. It's just like, what, you're gonna make that like a last minute thing to make people pretend to care about this shit? Fuck off. Wardlow squashes some guy, but apparently he was like just the same size, which goes to the question why you're doing that. Like, why you're having a guy who's just the same size as him lose and just getting squashed? Like, shouldn't he be a future like, whatever. Then Shawn Spears and Wardlow has a little dissension there and whatever. Then we have a little more dissension with Wardlow and MJF. Like, MJF told him, like, oh, if you win the Revolution ladder match, then, you know, you might as well challenge for some title, whatever title it is. And then fucking MJF slaps him after Wardlow says, you know, I would have focused if I didn't focus on your matches. And really, why are you doing this shit? It makes no sense to me if you're doing this whole thing, because, like, it kind of takes away also from Punk versus MJF, you know, honestly. That's, like, the kind of problem, too. But whatever, it is what it is. We get the House of Black promo! Oh, wow! Who gives a shit? And Buddy Matthews or whatever, I don't give a fuck. Announced for Rampage, the Serenity 5-minute challenge, whatever. Keith Lee versus question mark. Christian Cage versus Ethan Page for the Face of a Revolution qualifying match, the last person to be in it. And Sammy Guevara versus Andrade versus Darby Allin, the guy who basically doesn't draw for shit, I don't know. A triple threat bullshit match, whatever. And the main event was Adam Cole, gay, basically the undisputed gay faggots, defeated Hangman Page and the Dark Order. Really? Who gives a fuck? Wow, like, this is literally, this match deserves on Velocity. It's like a Velocity main event. I kid you not. It's Jobber's main eventing. Adam Cole is not a fucking star. Hangman Page is a fucking joke of a cowboy. A joke of a main eventer. And literally, they're having two fucking, these teams, the Dark Order, how is this a main event? After the match, they tied Page to the ropes and takes turns beating up Silver and Reynolds. Then Cole super kicks Page and tells them Revolution the title will belong to him. Who gives a shit? The story about this that, oh, they were from the Bullet Club. Who gives a fuck? And then it's literally just a joke main event. And the only thing that people give a shit about this match is Adam versus Adam. The names. Battle of the names. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I'm not even giving a fuck about this whole Bullet Club shit. It's a joke. I'm sorry. It's a joke. Fuck this. What a joke. Oh, but it's also AEW versus NXT. Ah, who cares? Fucking A. AEW, yeah. We hated NXT, but we're gonna pretend to care because we love NXT now, or they're only good. Help me. I don't give a fuck. The only legit thing to probably care is literally fucking... I don't even remember what's the matches for this show, for this pay-per-view. The only thing I know is fucking MJF versus Punk. And that's like the only legit match because there's actually somewhat a story. I would give them credit for actually trying. You know, and even they brought up the whole fucking leverage. That actually kind of makes it a little work. It helps a little bit. I'll give it that. Besides that, it's like, who gives a shit, you know? Seriously, who cares? I don't understand, like, what you guys, like, but I only care about the wrestling. Storylines need to matter, too. And, like, legit story that makes sense. Not some bullshit like, what happened in the indies? We're supposed to be taking care about the indies. Shut up. It would help maybe if you mention and show packages, maybe to care about. How could you really care, anyways, when these wrestlers don't look and act like wrestlers? They're all fucking literally just gay porn actors. That's what it is. And Adam Cole is gay. God. Literally, he's gayer than fucking Anthony Ogor, whatever, the fucking guy who's gay in the Acclaimed.